Hello, this is Mike again from Fair Repair, and 10 days later the new M controller replacements has arrived. It is really awful, and I can partially understand why Spare Part World had so much trouble with this device. However, the difference will be that I will be able to sort that, while they could not. Let's see. Now, what do you think? Looks much better now, no? Let's apply some flux. Now, when the tracks are repaired, a bit more, like that. Like that maybe. Should move into place by itself. So, yeah, well, so we can observe it. Huh? So, preheater is on, 200 degrees. Hot air, let's say 400. %, and let's see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, ready? Let's see what it is doing. Memory. Ouch. Okay, where is ground? This is ground. Okay, let's plug the charger. Nothing here. Nothing here. 5 volts here. Good. Once again. No, nothing. Okay. Let's press the power button, huh? So, what was it? 5 and 6, no? This 2, 3.2. Let's see. Here is on 1.2, it's a memory supply, and we have core voltage. Very good, very good. Let's test with heatsink. Okay, my friends, I want picture. And I don't want that it shuts off again. Can we do it? Can we do it or not? Where is my tweezer? Okay, let it power up. Okay, screen is reacting. Do we have memory supply? Yes, we have. I think we have an issue with the CPU. Come on. Don't tell me something like that. Okay, once again with fans and all this stuff. Fans and external keyboard. Come on, don't disappoint me. The M controller is dead again. I don't know what it is, but something kills my M controller. Hello again. So, I took a rest for a few days, 1 or 2 days, to think about this board. At this point, I didn't do any better than spare part worlds. I've replaced the M controller, it got burned. I've replaced the M controller again, it got burned. So what do you think is happening with my poor M controller on this board? Do you think there is a hidden short somewhere? A short to ground? No, it is not. I've checked the pads with the multimeter and there is no obvious short. What I think what happened is that the M controller receives too much voltage from somewhere. A few months ago I had a case with a razor blade. With adapter detection pin, and it was indeed a Chinese knockoff charger where the middle pin was shorted with the B+, with the 19 volts, and one of the pads of the M controller receives this adapter detection pin, got 19 volts and immediately blow up as soon as you plug in the charger. This was obvious, because it blew up as soon as you plug the charger. This one here is different. I can solder the M controller, I can plug the charger and nothing bad will happen. I have a 3.3 volts rail, I have the LDOs present and everything is fine. The board is just awaiting the power button press. And then everything goes wrong. I have a weird noise from what I thought is the CPU direction, but is not so important. The important thing is the M controller shorts out as soon as I press the power button. So what could be the issue? The bad thing is the issue shows his ugly face only when I power on the board. So I really want to check the pads when the board is on. But I cannot power it on without the M controller. There is simply no way. So I'm running in circles with this question. So what can we do else? We can check the M controller, the shorted M controller. We can check and see whether there is something suspicious. Let's move under the microscope. So this is our small M controller. The middle pins here, this here is ground. It's beeping, yeah? This is ground, okay, alright? So, this is ground. This is the 3VA_EC line, a power rail, which is shorted with 5.5 ohms to ground. This is already clear, we know that. We know it is shorted at this power rail. But we did not check whether there is something else obvious. Well, I did check and I found two things. I found a pad here, which is shorted with 17 ohms to ground. And I found a shorted pad here, which is 2.3 ohms to ground. So I have two suspicious lines here, which could be the origin of our issue. Because the dead controller, the dead M controller is not the issue, it is just a symptom of something else. Here is probably the issue. I show you the board view. So, this is a board view of the M controller. And the pins we have checked are fan 0_PWM J6 and fan _V_switch. These are the two lines which are shorted on the M controller itself. So what do you think about these lines? These are clearly related to the fans, right? And the part linked to fan 0_PWM is actually this one here. The fan connector to the right for the CPU. And I moved on and checked the connector for internal short, like that, here, and here, and here, and simply nothing to spot here. And then I decided to take a closer look to the connector. 1 second. So what do you think about this connector? This connector shorts the 12 volt supply to fan 0_PWM as soon as I plug in the fan. And this fan connector is probably the origin of our issue. So what happened? What happened from the beginning? The device was sent to IPC computer or spare part worlds. In English they call themselves spare part worlds. So however, they did everything right. They checked here and there, they looked at the M controller and probably even replaced it, but without success. And the moment it got worse was when they plugged back the fan. When they probably bent the pins of the fan, the connector was internal shorted then and a serious issue was born. To make the situation way more complicated, it wasn't that bad compared to after I started my work here. In the beginning it was probably just not making contact properly. And if you paid attention to the BIOS splash screen when I first turned it on, then you can notice that it shows 0 RPM from the CPU fan. So it isn't detected at all. Maybe it shut down for this reason in the beginning. Then I played with the connector, put it out, put it back, and I finally was able to short these pins. And from there everything went wrong. The M controller was continuously dying because of this short, and yeah, now we are here. So what I do is the following. I'll repair this connector and straighten the pin if possible. I'll replace the M controller again, the third time, and then finally we should be done and it should be fixed. So preheater is on. Yeah. So as always we let the board time to cool down and then we'll put the heatsink back and the fans. But this time we pay attention that the fans are connected properly. I'm so curious, you can't believe. I think the board is cold enough. Let's start. Connectors look still good. So once again, gently. Okay, so now this one. How? From below. So where's the charger? It's here. Still here, okay. So HDMI cable for my display. So two things we want to achieve. First, that it can turn on, and second, that it stays on for longer than a few seconds. In the beginning it was like it even reaches the BIOS menu, but only for a few seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, and this was all. So we really want that it stays on longer. So power. And the tricky thing in the end was that the fan connector gets only power after the power button press. This is why the M controller always burned after the first power up. Not before, after. Let's power it on with tweezer. So this too, no? Okay, something is happening. No display? We'll wait. We'll wait. Fans are spinning. Fans are spinning now. No weird noise anymore. Which is good. But I don't get picture on external display. Ah, I can't believe. Was it so in the beginning? Was it so in the beginning? But I couldn't get picture. So like that, yes. But we can plug the keyboard. We can plug the keyboard. And see whether we have reacting caps lock. If yes, then we know it did the power on self-test successful. So, keyboard is plugged and it does. Huh? No! Caps lock! But only reacts every second attempt, which is a bit weird. Here we have the USB dongle still inside. It's a bit slow. I don't know, but I have the feeling we did it. The board is still running, the fans are still spinning, and caps lock is reacting somehow. So I would say, let's clean this mess, put new thermal paste, and test the board with internal display. Okay? Good. Power off. So, what do you think? Good enough for a test run? I think so. Cross the fingers. How can we do it? How can we do it? Like that maybe? So, charger is plugged. Let's press a button. Nothing happens? Something happens! And it stays on. And I have no sound? Oh no, please no. Don't tell me we killed the audio codec. But can be. So, CPU fan is recognized correctly now. You see? With around 3000 rotations per minute. Good. We have picture. Mouse is working. Keyboard is not working. Keyboard not working, oh come on. So keyboard not working and audio not working. But it is working. Okay, it is working. So I'm happy we got it back to life, and the thing with the keyboard and the audio we make another video for. Okay? So as always, if you like my videos, I'm happy if you leave a like, a comment or even subscribe to my channel. The tools I use are linked in the video description. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!